Today, we're going to build an Imperial hover tank using 19 LEGO pieces.
These are all the pieces you are going to need. In the description of this video, I left the piece names, count, and design IDs.
We're going to start with a 1x3 plate piece, and we're just going to start building on the back of this 1x3 plate. And what we're going to do is get a headlight brick, this 1x1 headlight brick. And we're going to do this so that side stud is facing out. And we're going to do this to both sides. So I'm going to put my headlight brick on the side of my plate and have the stud facing out. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side, another headlight brick, and have that stud facing out. And now I've still got this gap in the center of my 1x3 plate here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a 1x1 brick with side stud. This is not a headlight brick. I want it nice and smooth. I don't want that little indentation that a headlight brick gives us. And I'm going to put it in so that the stud, that side stud, is facing up. So this is going to be the top of my hover tank, and this is going to be the front. And now we're going to build it back, and we're going to get another 1x1 brick with side stud, and we're just put it in the same direction right behind our other brick with the side stud like this. And now on the side, behind the headlight bricks, I'm just going to get two regular 1x1 bricks and just kind of put those on the side to extend the body, but I don't want anything on the side. I want just kind of nice, smooth sides. And now to hold these together, I'm going to get another 1x3 plate piece and just put that on the back to kind of secure those pieces together. And when I was doing this, I was playing with different sizes. I tried a brick, but it was just too long, and one plate was too short. So I settled on two 1x3 plates in the back. And now we kind of got the body of our tank done. And all we have to do is kind of create those treads. And to make the treads, on the front three studs here, on the side studs, I'm going to grab two 1x1 plates and just put those on the two side studs. And so I'm leaving that center stud alone. And then on top of those 1x1 plates, I'm going to grab two cheese wedge plates here. And the reason I'm using the cheese wedge slopes is because they kind of create that curved front of the tank. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the thin end on the bottom where it's nice and smooth and have it slope up to the top where I have those studs facing up. And I'm going to do that to both sides with the thin end on the bottom going up. And now once those are in place, I have to do the back. And now with the back, I tried two, but it looked awkward, it looked too big, and I like just having a little bit of an extension, so I just used two 1x1 plates on both sides. So one 1x plate on this side, one 1x plate on this side, and I think it gave it the right length. It looked too awkward when I extended it too far out in the back. I think this just looks better. And so now that we've got the body of our hover tank done, we have to put those side cannons on. And to do the side guns, we're going to use this utility hose nozzle. And they're often used for like pistols with minifigures. So we're going to put the handle of that into the hole of our headlight brick. And this is why we used a headlight brick, is a slight indentation. And it gets that gun closer to the side of our hover tank. So we have both sides to get both sides of the cannons. And now all we have to do is build the top. Well, on this front top stud, I'm going to grab a 2x1 slope piece. And I'm going to have the slope going from the front to the bottom. What you do is, if you notice, there's this hole in the top stud and an anti-stud in the bottom of the slope piece. We're just going to put that anti-stud into the hole of our stud, and it's going to face forward like this, kind of create that slanted, shielded section to kind of guard the troopers and the cargo in the back of our hover tank. And for the cargo, I'm going to grab a 1x2 jumper plate in orange. Now you can use whatever orange piece you want, a tile, a plate, an ingot, but I like to have a little texture with this crate because those crates that were carrying the Kyber crystals to create for the Death Star laser had a lot of texture to them. So I'm using a jumper plate. I'm just going to put that jumper plate right on top of that last stud. And once again, I've got an anti-stud there. Some of these do not have an anti-stud, but if it does, just make sure that anti-stud goes right into the hole. And here we've got a completed hover tank carrying some Kyber crystals so that the Death Star laser cannon can destroy some planets.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.